Hello again, everybody. This is Derek, aka Mr. Everything, and I am coming back at you with another Wargaming and miniature video. In today's video, we're going to continue on with our What's in the Box series. And in today's What's in the Box, we are going to be looking at Warlord Games Waffen SS Army. It's a bolt action starter army, obviously for bolt action. Okay, it's a 28 millimeter miniature game. It's saying that it's mid to late, not early, but mid to late. And the artist drew them in the iconic P dot camouflage. I think that looks beautiful. Let's take a look at this box real quick before we open it up. Blank back. But importantly, we've got this section right here, which talks about the figures and how you can spend your points in game. This is a 1,500 point army in this box. The total is actually a 1499, so it's pretty close to a 1,500 point army. It looks like you're going to get a lieutenant with 2 grenadiers, veterans. You're going to get a grenadier squad. You're going to get 3 squads of 10. They're organized a little differently. Like this first one is 10 assault rifles and 2 Panzerfausts. The next one is a light machine gun, 4 submachine guns, 4 assault rifles, and 3 Panzerfausts. And then this last one here, which is 196 points, which is the most, is 1 light machine gun, 2 submachine guns, 6 assault rifles, 2 Panzerfausts. That's what I would consider to be your standard squad. The 2 submachine guns for your squad leader, assistant squad leader, and then the 6 assault rifles, 2 Panzerfausts, and the light machine gun team. But you also get a PaK 40, 75 millimeter anti-tank gun. You get an 81 millimeter mortar, you get an MG42 machine gun team. So you get 3 nice add-ons here. And then you also get 2 vehicles. You get the Stug 3 and you get a Tiger 1. Pretty cool. Okay, so let's take a look. It shows the Stug 3 over here in a nice camouflage pattern. It shows the Tiger over here. It shows all additional packs and armies that you could possibly get. But for one low price, boom, you get this army. Let's take a look at what you get inside. Or not. No. Here we go. Well. Okay. So what do we get? Rubbing my hands together. There we go. We get a PaK 40 anti-tank gun. Looks like that's just the gun. And it looks like there's some heads for the crew members. It's going to be the gun, the carriage, the gun shield, the wheels. That's in this bag there. What do we got here? We got a machine gun. Now this machine gun has 3 crew, no heads. The heads are, this is all metal, and the heads are separate. So you're going to get separate heads. You get the tripod, and looks like a machine gun, loader, a commander, and a gunner. Very nice. We get a medium mortar team, it looks like. You got the crew for the medium mortar. Now, I hope when I dig deep, I'm going to find crew for this anti-tank gun, because this anti-tank gun does not come with any crew. There's 0 crew in this bag. Yep. 0 crew. Okay. Waffen SS order. Okay, we got the head attached to the body, so that obviously goes to that specific one. I'm looking for a mortar itself. I see the crew. Hopefully they... Okay, there's the gun tube. And it looks like there's the bipod. Okay, so that's an entire mortar team there. Great. All right. This package is open. A loose base, I'm sure. 2 bases. I found the 3rd base. So that's just one damaged vehicle kit. Got your smoke and fire. Put that off to the side. And then you're going to get your cards and decals for this entire set. The cards are for the vehicles. Decals are for the troops and the vehicles. There's the Waffen SS decals. And then that would be the Tiger decals with the big red numbers. Beautiful. And the Stug. This just says German armored vehicle, but most likely it's for the Sturmgeschütz. And it has like the 21st, Panzer Lehr. It's got a bunch of different divisional logos on here, not specifically SS. Those are not SS. Don't see any on this one except for just letters and numbers and the crosses. Okay, and then the cards. You're getting a Tiger 1. Pretty straightforward. It gives you game stats and points, things like that. And then there's 2 cards for the Stug, because with this vehicle you could make the Stu H42 or you could make the Stug 3G. And either one, so you can actually build either one of those Stugs. I am kind of disappointed that I haven't found crew for my anti-tank gun. Might be under here somewhere in a separate bag. We'll see. I would think that they would be in that same bag. Warlord. Oh. I mean, if I have to, I can always use infantry to be crew if I have to do that. Okay, here is a Tiger, 2 sprues. You can see the tires or the bogey wheels are all one solid piece. So that's going to be easy to put together. There's the hull, there's a turret. The tracks are plastic and they're mostly intact. You just have to put the fronts and backs on the tracks and attach the drive wheels onto your bogey wheels. But other than that, that Tiger should go together super fast. Let's look at the Sturmgeschütz. It is basically the same. You've got your solid piece. Your bogey wheels are also solid. Side panels and the tracks are top and bottom. And then these don't even have little front and backs. These just, it top and bottom attached together. This is also going to be a super fast model to put together. You see you get a number of bases under there, and you get a number of figures. I'm looking at 6 sprues. Looks like 6 figures per sprue. Don't see any prone figures. I do see kneeling, running, and leaning, and stuff like that, but no prone, which I find to be very good, because during gaming I actually prefer not to use prone. Morella apparently packed this. Okay. Not enough big bases. There's only 2. Okay. Kind of disappointed. I feel like, to be honest, I feel like we're missing parts. I'm going to have to contact Warlord Games, because those don't have any bases. Okay, because normally you would have a anti-tank gun, a medium machine gun, and a mortar base. So I'm missing one large base. Unless it's in here somewhere and I'm just overlooking it. We'll keep digging. I don't see it anywhere yet. Don't see it. Okay, so 25, 35, 40, 1. If that doesn't go into the smoke. But yeah, 41 of those bases. And 6 times 6 is 30, I'm sorry. 6 times 6 is 36. Okay, so if I was to think about this, it says you can do 3 10-man squads. So that's 30, right? So 5 times 6 is 30. And then there's 6 figures remaining. And it does say 1 commander and 2 assistants. There would be 3 figures remaining. And those 3 figures could easily be crew for that anti-tank gun. The anti-tank gun does give, it did give extra heads that I guess you could use for the anti-tank gun. But other than that, oh shoot, it gives 8 heads for the anti-tank gun. So you have a lot of variety there. But I don't see any like extra arms or like a guy. Okay, let me see if I can't really get a good look at what you're getting here. Okay, there's a couple of shells. Okay, both those are shells. But they look expended because you don't see an actual round. Okay, so in that case, looking at these arms, I do have a number of just open arms with nothing in them, which would be, I'm trying to evaluate how you could put together a anti-tank gun crew. Uh, okay, like one of your guys could definitely have like a binoculars. Uh, one of them could have a map in his hand. Those are the kind of figures that I would use for the anti-tank gun. Okay. Ocular. Okay, now if I go, now this is left hands. Okay, there's a right hand pointing. Left, left, left. There's a right hand with a pistol, right hand pointing. So you don't want to give all your guys right hand pointing. I wouldn't. I'm trying to find some additional right hands that you could use for crew. Right hand machine guns, submachine guns, anti-tank rifles, stuff. I mean, assault rifle. There's a right hand carrying a rifle, which I suppose one or two of your guys could have a weapon. I would probably use at least two of the kneeling guys behind the anti-tank gun. Maybe one of these guys standing and leaning. Um, I don't see any like binoculars. There is a left-handed map. Got a little bit disappointed with that. Okay, remember all these sprues are going to be exactly the same. Not going to be, yeah, there's no differences. Every sprue has a Panzerfaust in your arm and a loose Panzerfaust and a Panzerfaust ready to be fired. So you get 3 Panzerfausts per sprue. So with 6 sprues, yeah, 6 sprues, what is that? 18 Panzerfausts? Pretty good. You can have Panzerfaust just leaning or laying in a vehicle or on the back of a vehicle. You can have them on the back of a soldier. You could have you can use some of these extra arms to have them carrying the Panzerfaust. Very similar to this one. Uh, got like an extra rifle with the sling draped. You got rifles with the hands clenched around the sling, you know, keeping it choked up. Okay. Then you got this machine gun here. It looks like uh, just a sling and a machine gun. That necessarily not built in a way that you would put that on someone's back or something, but you could easily put that in somebody's hand uh, if you needed an additional assault rifle. Uh, got a machine gun slung, hanging down to the side of a soldier. You got a spare barrel tube here. got the assault rifle ammo pouches, and then you have the MP40 ammo pouches. Trenching tools, gas mask canisters, an extra grenade, just a loose grenade. Could also glue that into a hand, throwing it. Okay, what is this? Oh, wait a second. Okay, there's a pair of binoculars right here with a hand. So that hand would have to be glued on to this arm here. Looks like it's a left hand. Okay, so that just means that you have even more left hand options. That's a left hand. Left, 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 left. Yeah, there's a lot of left hand. Okay, there's a left hand here. It would normally be attached to this machine gun, but if you wanted to, you could put the either a grenade. That grenade is a right hand option. Okay. So if that's a right-handed grenade, where would it be attached to? Looking for a right empty arm. It looks like you might have to cut something to attach this grenade. Switching my glasses so I can actually. Yes, that is a right-handed grenade toss. Both left hand. That left hand pointing arm, you could probably cut that hand off and glue a grenade on instead. You don't need 6 guys pointing. You don't need that. Not sure where you glue this loose grenade, except maybe into one of these gripping hands. Okay, but you do get a separate binocular. So for the gun crew, it looks like I'm going to use a binocular. I might use a map. And I might use a couple of open arms, like arms and a pointing arm. Or maybe I'll put a weapon in one of the gun crew's hands. They should have weapons. Okay, so that's where the gun crew comes in. It's not a separate piece. It's not a like metal pieces that come with it. It's just take 3 of your infantry, and you'll have to make them into gun crew. Now, part of the issue with the anti-tank gun is you can mount the anti-tank gun or build the anti-tank gun completely separate with no base, and then the 3 gun crew are on their individual bases, and you put them behind the gun. That looks like that's the way they're wanting you to do it. Yeah, that comes with 10 or 8 heads. Now these other guys, mortars, they have metal crew. Yep, a mortar is metal crew. Machine gun has metal crew, and the mortar and the machine gun would go on these bases. But the anti-tank gun would not go on a base. Okay, now that would what I say, there's 36 or 6 sprues of 36. And if I went back to this, remember they're showing 3 10-man groups and 1 officer squad, which actually is only 3 guys, leaving 3 guys available. I believe they're expecting you to make your anti-tank gun crew using those extra pieces. Okay, they don't show the anti-tank gun on here anywhere, but that's what I'm guessing. Okay, it's interesting. You're not getting any extra guys. You don't get any like loose guys. Okay, hold on. Okay, it says asterisks indicate items made from infantry sprue. And then it shows the officers and the 3 squads of 10. It needs to put an asterisk next to that anti-tank gun as well. That's my 2 cents. Alright guys, thanks for coming out and checking out this What's in the Box. Be sure to check out a lot of my other What's in the Boxes. Whenever I get new product in at my store, Wargaming in Miniature, then what I'll do is I usually open up one of them so that we can look at them and see exactly what you get in the box. Alright, I'll see you in the next video.